Hi everyone, I'm Christina. Welcome to AISQ Business. Today we are going to talk about header. A website header is the top section of a web page, typically appearing on all pages of a website. It usually contains key navigation elements such as the logo, main menu, search bar, contact details, or a call to action button. So let's take a look at the elements that usually are inside the header. The logo. Your logo is a visual representation of your brand. Placing it in the header ensures that visitors see it right away and start to associate it with your business. Home. The button for the home is the entry point of your website. It's important to make it easy to access from any page. About Us. The About Us page will tell visitors about your business, its mission, values, and background. It establishes credibility and trust. Products and services. The purpose for this page is the core offerings of your business. This page should clearly explain what you provide, whether it's products, services, or a combination of both. Blog resources. A space for publishing articles, case studies, or other resources that provide value to your audience. Great for SEO and engagement. Contact Us. Essential for establishing communication with your audience. It should include your contact information, a contact form, or even a map if you have a physical location. A call to action. A header call to action puts your most important action front and center. Whether it's sign up, buy now, get started, or book a demo, visitors don't have to scroll or search to find out what to do next. And what are some best practices for menu organization? You should prioritize key pages. Your core pages like home, products and services, about us, and contact should be easy to access and place at the forefront of the menu. You should limit the menu items. Keep the menu as simple and uncluttered as possible. Typically between 5 and 7 main items is optimal for user experience. Group related pages. Use drop-down menus to group related pages. For example, you could have the products in the menu and in the drop-down you could have the product categories. Customize the layout. Make sure the menu structure is consistent and easy to follow across all pages. And of course, mobile friendly. Ensure the menu works well on mobile devices. So let's go inside our website that we have received with AISQ Business and see how we can customize the header portion of our website. So over here we have our website. We first have to log in. So we have our website URL over here, and then we're going to have /AISQ. Then we would use our admin username and our admin password. We are going to prove our humanity and we are going to log in. Now let's click over here to our website and view site. So this over here is our header. We have a logo of our website with a link towards the homepage. We have homepage, basic page, about, menu, gallery, events, blog, contact us. And over here we have a button for a call to action to start now. So how do we edit this header over here? We have either to go over here to edit with Elementor and header, or by going back to dashboard from over here, templates and team builder, header from over here. We have the header over here and we can simply click on edit. So we have the structure over here. In case you're not seeing the structure, is this button over here, like so. Let's click on this arrow to see how it is composed. We have 3 containers. For the first container, we have the site logo. So this widget is the site logo widget. And we have the site logo over here. with image resolution, if you want the caption, and the link should be to the site URL. We also have some style settings over here, like alignment, width, maximum width, height, how we want the object to fit, and object position. And we also have some advanced settings over here. Then the next container would be the WordPress menu widget. As we can see over here, WordPress menu. We have the menu name over here. If we would have multiple menus inside our WordPress, we would find them over here. Then we have the layout. Like so. Alignment. If you want a pointer, okay, animation from over here, submenu indicator, we can have an icon from over here, and then mobile dropdown, the breakpoint, tablet or mobile. If we want the menu to be full width, text alignment, toggle button, icon from over here, and toggle alignment. So let's go to style. We have typography over here with global typography or custom typography, with font family over here, size from over here, weight from over here, transform, style if you want to make it italic, decoration, line height, letter spacing, and word spacing. We can always click over here to go back to default. So let's go over here to font family and choose this one. So we have the text color over here for normal state, hover state, and active state. We can see that for the hover state and for the active state, we also have option for the pointer color. So if I'm changing this color like so, we can see the pointer, the underline over there with a different color. We have option for divider like so, with the style for the divider from over here, the width, the height, and the color from over here. We have pointer width, horizontal padding, vertical padding, and space between. For the drop down, let's go to mobile from over here so we can see it. By clicking over here, we can see it over here. So we have colors for the normal state, hover state, and active state, text color, background color, and typography from over here. So we can see the changes like so. By going back to content, we can preview the toggle alignment now. The text alignment from over here. Okay. By going back to style, back to drop down, we have the option for a border from over here. with border width, border color, and border radius. We also have the option for a box shadow. For the box shadow, we have the color from over here, with the opacity from over here, horizontal distance, vertical distance, blur, and spread. Let's click on this icon over here to go back to default. We also have horizontal padding and vertical padding. For divider, we have the options over here, with the color from over here, and the width from over here, the distance from over here. And for the toggle button, we have for the normal state and for the hover state, color and background color. As we can see it over here, we have the size, border width, and border radius. Let's click over here, history, and go backwards. And now, let's go back to the desktop view. So we have just seen how we can edit the WordPress menu widget. And the last container has a button. For the button, we have the type over here, the text over here, the link over here. By clicking on this wheel, we can open the link in a new window. We can also use dynamic text from over here. We have an icon from over here. We can change it like so. Change the icon position like so. And the icon spacing. By going to Style, we have the position, typography with global fonts and custom typography, text shadow if we want to, the color from over here, opacity from over here, the blur, horizontal distance and vertical distance. And then we have the colors for the normal state and for the hover state. We have the text color over here, background style, classic or gradient. We can change the color from over here with global colors or custom ones. We have for the hover state same options for the colors, but we also have transition duration, like so. And we also have hover animation, like so. Then we have border type from over here, with border width, border color, and border radius, like so. We also have options for box shadow from over here, color, horizontal distance, vertical distance, blur, spread, and the position, outline or inset, like so. Let's click over here to go back to default. And then we have padding from over here. We also have advanced settings over here. So let's go back over here to history, scroll to the end, click on editing started. If we want to change the design for the containers, we simply have to click like so in order to edit the container, or from the structure like so. So we have the layout over here. We can change the width of the container from over here like so. The minimum height like so. The direction, justify content, alignment items, and gap. By going to style, we have background over here. So we can change the color from over here, like so. We could also have a gradient if we want to. We could also have a border if you want to from over here, the border type, the width and the color, like so, or a box shadow. So basically, in order to change the color of the background of a container, we click on the container, on style, and over here to background. The classic is for a solid color, or gradient if you want gradient. Okay, let's go once again over here to history, to editing started, like so. So one more thing that I want to show you is how you can create a WordPress menu, or how you could change this particular WordPress menu. So by clicking over here and exit to WordPress, I'm going to click on leave because I don't want to save the changes. But if you want to save the changes that you have just made inside Elementor, you are going to click over here to cancel, and then if you want the changes to be visible to your website, you simply have to click over here to publish, or if you want to save the changes but not be visible on the live version, you would click over here on this arrow and then on save draft. So let's click on publish. And now if I'm clicking over here and exit to WordPress, it's not going to ask me if I'm sure I want to exit to WordPress because I have published the changes. So by going over here to Appearance and to Menus, we can see our menu over here. If we want to change the menu that we already have, for example, let's say that we don't want this gallery page, let's click on this arrow and from over here remove, and then we would click on Save Menu. If we want to create a new menu, we simply have to click over here to create a new menu. Then we would write the name over here and click on Create Menu. Then we can select the pages from over here. Let's click on one of those pages and click on Add to Menu. And we can see the page over here. We could also add posts to our menu, custom links with URL and link text, and categories. For a particular item inside our menu, we simply have to click on this arrow in order to change the navigation label, like so, if we want to have a parent and menu order. So let's go back over here to pages, add a new page, in order to show you how you could make a drop-down menu, like so. And now when someone goes with the mouse over the About Us page, the gallery page will be under the About Us page. When you're happy with your menu, you simply have to click over here to save menu. So now by going back over here to template, to theme builder, to header, over here to edit, over here to WordPress menu widget, and over here now we have the menu that we have just created as well, like so. One more thing that I want to show you is from over here, display conditions. This is the main menu, so it's visible for the entire site. And if you want to change the design of the menu from media library, you simply have to click over here and we can see different menus like so. So let's click on insert, apply. So now we have a different menu. You can simply click on those elements in order to see what they are. This is a button widget, this is the WordPress menu, this is an image. We could click over here on dynamic tags and click over here to site logo, like so. For the link, we have the site URL. If we click over here, we can see that it's an icon list widget. So by clicking on an icon from over here, we can customize it. The text from over here, the icon by clicking on it, we can change the icon, like so. We can have an URL over here. By clicking on this wheel, we can open the URL in a new window. We could duplicate an item by clicking like so, or delete it by clicking on this X. We could add a new item by clicking over here. And by going to Style, we have space between, the alignment, if we want a divider, options for the icon, like the color for the normal state and for the hover state, like so, the size, the gap, horizontal alignment, vertical alignment, and adjustment vertical alignment. For the text, we have typography from over here, text shadow, and the color. By clicking over here, we can see that this is a search form widget. We have the skin from over here, placeholder, alignment, and size. And for the style, we have the overlay color over here, that we can see it right now if we are clicking on the search button. The typography, the text color, the background color, border width if you want to, radius, and so on. And by clicking over here, this is once again an icon list, and we have the social media icons over here. So we could simply add the URL over here. So if we want to save this menu instead of this one, we simply have to click on this X. And now we would have this menu. So let's click on Publish. And by opening a new tab and our website once again, we can see that we have an issue with the cache. So if we are copying our website URL and opening an incognito window and pasting our website URL over here, we could see that the menu looks okay. So we know that it's a problem with the cache. So let's close this incognito window. And from over here, we are going to click on Purge All. And by doing a refresh, by pressing Ctrl, Shift, and F5, we can see the menu over here as well. So in conclusion, a well-structured website menu should prioritize key pages that help users navigate your site easily while supporting the website's goal. At a minimum, include Home, About Us, Products and Services, Blog, and Contact Us. So thank you for tuning in. Stay creative, stay inspired, and keep optimizing your online presence. Until next time.